Hey everybody, welcome to K4 Tuning. Today we are going to be changing a set of spark plugs in my 2006 Mitsubishi Evo IX. I've had the thing for about 12 years. It's had anything and everything done to it. I'll flip you around, you can check it out a little bit. This is what we're doing today. We're going to do spark plugs. We're actually going to put a set of brisk spark plugs in, which I have never used before. It's going to be my first time using something other than the factory Evo IX spark plug. But I figure with the recent mods of the last year, the car could really benefit. And there's a little bit of safety there as well. So this is going to be quick and simple. We're going to pull the plugs out. We might do a compression test, see how they're doing, because I've never done it since the last engine rebuild. Hoping they should be good. I'm not really worried there, but let's get to it. Alright everybody, so these are the plugs that come out of the car. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't see any issues with them. They look pretty good. They're not that old, about a year. They are the factory ILFR 7H NGK Iridium plug. And these are gapped at 22 thousandths, which is a number that I believe they come close to out of the box, but we would always verify that they are 22. That's just a good number that we like to use. The Evo 8 plug number is BPR7EIX, and I want to say they came out of the box with a little bit larger gap than 22, but we would close them down to 22, and that worked well. So this factory heat range spark plug, heat range 7 with E85 and an aftermarket ignition coil setup, such as the Spooling Up or Spark Tech, something that's not, factory, that works well, is good to over 700 wheel at this gap, 22 thousandths. We would see spark blowout with the factory ignition coils around 600, maybe a little over 600. Sometimes closing the gaps would work, but a lot of times there's just a little bit more spark energy from the ignition coils. This is still a wasted spark ignition setup, but just the individual coils. Now the spark plug that I'm putting in the car, spark plugs I should say, are these brisk racing spark plugs. They are a silver core, and that's the part number there, ER12S. This is a one-step holder plug, and this I have gapped at 20 thousandths. Now, I didn't have a reason to change from 22 to 20, but if they seem like they do fine at 20, I'm just going to leave them at 20. Seems like a more simpler number to use. Who knows? So we're going to put these in the car. The reason I have chosen to run these brisk spark plugs is because they are a more motorsport dedicated spark plug. They are actually designed to have a failure point at a lower temperature than what these plugs would, or some other plugs. The reason this is a good thing is because this plug will fail and foul out and stop working at a temperature that is lower than when a valve would melt or a piston would melt. So there's a little bit of added safety there. And the reason I've chosen to do this is because over the last year or so, I have set up a Group N style anti-lag system on the car. There's my throttle body kicker, so I can hold the throttle plate open at whatever specified angle I want. Usually it's about 20%. And then engine management tuning to control that, but essentially with ignition timing and the throttle plate open off throttle, the car is always in boost, which means exhaust valves can get very, very hot. I actually have individual EGT sensors on each one of my exhaust runners here, and that's all fed into the ECU so I can monitor that. But while using that, I would like a little bit more safety, which is where this spark plug comes in. So we're going to try these out and see how these do. I also think that the one-step colder heat range may benefit for the anti-lag stuff as well. So we're going to find out. Let's get them in the car. Alright everybody, Brisk Racing spark plugs are in the Evo. Pretty simple job. If anybody would like to know anything further about this car, please let me know. I do plan on doing a full review of it. It's got a lot of unique features to it that a lot of Evos don't have. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm excited to produce more videos for you guys. Hopefully it's all helpful content. Like and subscribe. Thank you.